Good morning, welcome to today's RC coffee chat. Okay, I've only got 3 topics for today's RC coffee chat, and one of them is frankly unbelievable. I mean, unbelievable. Oh, and I also just need to go and quickly check HobbyKing to see if we've got any new cyber deals, because we didn't have any yesterday at all. No. Oh, yeah, one of them's changed. We'll take a look at that in a moment. Okay, so, yeah, 3 topics for today. Number 1, iBcrazy response. That got a lot of response to it. Vector episode as well as copy to cover. And I've lost a model. No, really, I've lost a model. And I wasn't even flying it. Work that one out. You'll find out more in a few seconds' time. So, right, let's get back to the main topic, which was over those iBcrazy antennas. Now, I'm going to give you a heads up. You've got 2 mail episodes coming out where they arrive and Matt's not a happy camper. Now, I've 100% everybody's opinion on this, and genuinely, by the looks of it, iBcrazy antennas are absolutely the dog's nuts. And there is a response there from FPV Goose, and we'll get to that in a moment. But the reason why I put that episode up it is very simple. In short, you've seen how much stuff I am packaged here for, and this is stuff being bought by myself, for myself as well. It's not being sent to me. Well, I've had 2 products sent to me for review. One was a rainbow wing, which I'd already been and bought one, and that my bought one arrived before the freebie arrived. And the other one was a Runcam Swift from Gearbest, which I already knew was an amazing camera. But the rest of it, which you see, is all being bought out of my own pocket. And I will get to a topic of why I started this channel and the loop which I'm trying to get myself into, which is now started to work in a later episode. But that definitely is a topic for a different day, because it goes off in many different angles. Anyway, but my point being is, think back through all those mail opening episodes which I've had, and how many bad products have I had? Literally, it's hundreds of products which I've had arrive here in multiple packages, because each mail episode is normally a couple of packets of mail. How many bad products have I had? How many damages have I had? Think about that seriously. Do any of them spring to mind? No. The only bad products I've had was an MC02 all-in-one FPV camera, which I personally labelled as dangerous. I mean that. It was really dangerous, and that's why I got that video episode out as fast as I could, because on paper that little FPV camera was way better than the MC01. But when you put that one in the air, ground just went black. I mean, just went black. It was horrific. And there's only been a very, very small number of instances where I felt unsafe in the air, and with that camera on board the wing, I felt unsafe and landed it almost pretty much. I did 1 lap and then just put it down because it was unsafe. So for where I'm going with this is, so for 2 antennas from the same company in 2 days to both have issues stands out like 2 really bad sore thumbs. That's just not right. And that's why I got that episode out, because I couldn't make this stuff up. 2, again, premium products get turned up and they both got issues. You've seen how much mail I've got. 2 products, 2 days, 2 issues. That's just not right. That's why I put that episode out. And I warn you now, we've got 2 mail opening episodes where those items have actually come in, the mail opening's been recorded, and you're going to get my responses firsthand. Because those antennas were $65 plus shipping. The dipoles were 15 quid plus shipping. yeah, you're going to have to go through the thick of this for the next couple of days, because those mail episodes are pending to go out, and I will put them out. There's no reason to hide any of this. Remember, I bought these out of my own cash, and that was my honest opinion at the very point in time when I unboxed them and then saw, like, come on, give me a chance of breaking it myself, you know? So there is a response there from Mark Ashton. I've left that on my screen so that you can read it. He's obviously apologising, getting in contact. The point being is that the consumer relationship which I have is with GetFPV, so I've contacted them. They've already kindly refunded $15, which I'm kind of happy about. Oh, also, I just want to stress, GetFPV support has been absolutely fantastic. There's no questions about it. They've been really, really good. Instead of like other companies, HobbyKing, or maybe even Banggood, where their customer support can take a day, or in many cases more. Where GetFPV, they were back to me in the afternoon, like shooting an email, and Blake, specifically, Blake, you know who you are, got back to me very, very quickly indeed. I was very mightily impressed by their support. So would I now have an issue buying, or would I personally have a reservation from buying from GetFPV? I originally thought I would do, because I've had like 2 crap products, but is it kind of like their fault? Not really. Would it put me off? Frankly, I would do more research about like the products if I was buying from GetFPV again. But I still would buy from GetFPV again. That's the crucial point here. Their support was very, very good. And reality, the shipping time from the US to the UK, even choosing that, what was that, USPS Saver, whatever it was, the cheapest option, got here really, really quickly. So the real topic is over the antennas themselves. They did let me down as a consumer, and to get 2 products which were not on par with what I expected. And look, if you look at all the passionate comments about iBcrazy on that video, you know that they should have been good products, and in my case, I didn't. So, Mark, thank you for the apologies. I genuinely do appreciate you getting back. And everybody else's comments and feelings on those antennas. But you've got to admit, that wasn't right. And GetFPV, they've done their job. Looks like they're sending me a replacement dipole. I'm happy days. What more can you ask for? But I will give you a pre-warning now. There are 2 more mail episodes coming out, because those arrived on different days, within 2 days of each other, and you will get my raw feelings at the point in time when they get unboxed. Okay, so yeah, I really, really do appreciate putting that on there. And there's like Irvine saying down at the bottom of the screen, his antennas do work well. You should have contacted Alex at Vast before putting this video up. Again, Alex, Mark, I'm sure they're fantastic blokes, but in this case, 2 products not up to par with the expectations which I've seen on the interwebs, which was very, very good. It's the reason why I bought them. They just weren't on par, and I'll leave that topic alone. You can see my reasons behind that, and I do feel that it's worthy of sharing not so perfect reviews of products, because we are kind of half the time buying a gamble on what we're buying, especially like with Banggood, for example. You see how much crap I buy. We buy stuff off the interwebs, and we never really know what we're going to get. One of my key motivations behind doing the mail opening episodes. Yes, some of them can be a little bit repetitive, because it's, hi, it's Matt, welcome back to the mess on my desk and in today's mail. But that aside, you can actually get to see what's being opened and what I'm going to be using it for. And as you can already tell, I've got numerous little projects on the ball. Also, I was a bit annoyed, frankly honest, is because those antennas those antennas have now impacted the mini Talon build. So that setup, which I was originally going to go for, is just frankly now being shelved, and I'm going to have to go another route, which I'm sure you can all appreciate. If you, in your head, you've got a planned build, and you're going to take this route, and you're waiting for the parts to turn up, and then the parts turn up, and they're not kind of what you expected, that pushes the build into a different route, Yeah, so it can be a little bit frustrating. Yeah, so the likelihood of my mini Talon being maiden and being maidens on Saturday, which is by the looks of it the only good day of weather which we got, is not looking good. So let's move on to a more positive topic, which is the Vector episode. So last night, I'll just drag this over onto the web camera, is that I did the second setup video for the Eagle Tree Vector. I'll give you a pre-warning. Pre-edit it's around 48 minutes long, so I'll do my best to compress that down, but it will be quite a long episode, and it's not fast. I don't skip stuff, and that's only really for plugging in all the components, setting up your transmitter, which is in my case Tyrannus, and doing the radio config, and walking through those steps. So yeah, that's part 2. Part 3 will be some of the advanced settings like the return to home, the compass calibration. And by the way, I do fly my models with the compass calibrated and the compass enabled on my models. Okay, again, why? Read the manual. Okay, that was a big topic at the beginning, which was read the manual. Yeah, it's like 90 pages long, but do take a read of the manual because it covers everything which we need to know, and it will just reinforce everything which I cover in the video episode. So like I said, step 2, extra config settings. Step 3 will be the OSD. Part 4 will then be the installation in a model. So I won't actually video me putting it in the model, but we will just go through and just make all the surfaces move and things like that the way which we expect, and what to do if they don't move the way which we expect as well. So we've got that coming out. We've still got 6, maybe 7 mail opening episodes to come out shortly. And the last topic of today, which is frankly unbelievable. I mean, this is absolutely unbelievable. I've lost a model. Now, not any model. I've lost my Hornet FPV flying wing. I genuinely do not know where it is. I had it the Friday, I think, when we went flying. And I remember putting it in the IKEA bag and walking back with it to the car. However, I've not seen it since. And I genuinely don't know where it is. I've had this office upside down, inside out, and I cannot find my Hornet FPV wing anywhere. It's not in the cars. I haven't put it in the house. I can only think I've left it on the top of the car and driven off. I do not know what I have done with that model. I just don't know. I've lost the model and I wasn't even flying it. This is just like a joke like last time when I lost the Wing Z84 and I wasn't even flying it and I didn't see it for a couple of months. And it turned up after going through a combine harvester. I genuinely do not know where this model is gone. It's worked that one out. So, panic stations were reached yesterday when I couldn't find it. Because I said all along I really like the Hornet FPV flying wing. And I bought myself a spare. Like I said, I like that model a lot. I would be very upset if I lost it and would want a replacement immediately. So I did buy myself a spare when we bought the lads 4. We ended up buying 4 Hornet wings. So there's my Hornet wing as it is right now. I haven't done a build video on it because I needed it out fast. But there's just one thing which I want to share with you, which is over these elevons. Now, can you see there's some dress pins in there? So what I did first is that I used dress pins just to hold the elevon on the angle of where I wanted it to be. Once I've been and got it to sit still, is that I got the goop glue bottle and then just went quickly along the line where the seam is and then ran my finger all the way back on there, okay? And because it was held in place with the pins, I've got nigh on perfect elevons, okay? Now, I do need to put a bit of carbon fibre on the back of them, okay? Because that's one which I spotted before. I will put a row of carbon rod along the back. I will put a second cross member spar here, and I will also put at least one more across the up here at the top as well. And again, it does make it awkward when you put the battery in there, because it then has the Velcro needs to sit up on top of it, yada 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 da. But the point is, I like putting too much carbon fiber in my models. Also, you'll notice that on the top, I'm using lots and lots of dress pins to hold the center section still while it was gluing. And also, I did not use the provided piece of plywood because I classed it as too flimsy. And then I've got some 3mm plywood, which I just hacked out with a Dremel and then sanded it up. And I've just mounted that on the back with goop glue. I do need to find the center of that section, which I can do just by drawing 2 lines from corner to corners, and that will give me the center, and then we can get the motor mounted up on that. So where do I need to go from here? Carbon fiber are up. I then need to dig out the holes for the servos in the wings, then also work out, again, what I learned on the last one, I need the video transmitter and the receiver away from each side, and then glue it, well, actually, what I learned last time is that I need to spray paint it before I put the wingtips on. So we'll then give her a spray of some couple of colours, which I didn't really know what colour it's going to be yet. Motor will be an 1806 2280 kV motor, and camera on the front. Shit. The other one had a Runcam Swift. That was the freebie from GearBest. I genuinely mean that. Runcam Swifts are the nuts, because I've got it. I can't remember what I put it on the other one now, but the Runcam Swift's on another one of the models. Absolutely brilliant on the nose. So I've lost a Runcam Swift. The OSD board I've got to put in there. The ESC which was on there. I bought a brand new bloody D4R2 receiver, so that was another 20 quid. And a 25mm transmitter and antenna was on there. So, yeah, we'll just say the camera is free, but it was worth like 40 quid. No, 35 quid. 20 quid for the receiver, 10 quid for the motor, board was 12 quid, video transmitter, 2 servos. Yeah. But crucially, I'm missing my little Hornet wing. So I will get that one made up as fast as I can today. So, to quickly recap, iBcrazy's response. I've literally just got logged in this morning. I will get back to, if you've left me a comment over the last 12 hours or so, I will be back to you in a moment. Well, after I've edited this episode. The Vector episode has been recorded, and I've got some close-up shots with the iPad so you can see what I'm doing on the desk. And yeah, unbelievably, I've lost the model, and I wasn't even flying it again. Work that one out. And also look out for some mail opening episodes as well today. If I don't get just one out, I may get 2 out today as well. So with that said, from myself, Matt, I really do appreciate you joining me this morning for an RC coffee chat. Before I go, there is some Quantum goggles. Right, I read that wrong then. There's some Quantum goggles on HobbyKing. I'll put links to these in the video description for you. I got really excited because then we had those camo ones on there for $9.99. But, look, you can buy the V2s for $29. And you can buy the upgrade set for $23. And you can buy a cover on them. I know from the comments in the Facebook group that these Quantum ones are not too bad. So, yeah, go and grab yourself a bargain. Happy days. So, with that said, I really am going now. My coffee's getting cold and I've got to get this one readied up. And I've got a Hornet wing to go and build today because I'm supposed to be flying on Saturday. So, with that said, from myself, Matt, I said that twice today. Like I said, no edits. Well, trying to keep the edits to an absolute minimum, ideally 0, in these RC coffee chats. I shall see you tomorrow. Cheerios!